Hello and welcome back to We Who Are About to Die, and well, we were actually doing pretty well. Yeah, we were doing pretty well in the previous episode. So yeah, we're actually going to be attempting to get some better armor in this one because, well, as you can quite clearly see, I do have good armor in you know, relation to our fame multiplier. Fame multiplier is not too, yeah, it's not too bad right now. I feel like my armor is probably my best piece right now, so I'm going to try to replace my helmet and my chest piece. Let's try and see if I can do that. However, I am going to need to train a bit more, so let's see what I can do about that. So, first of all, what we want to do, and as you always probably want to do, is you want to check out these things right here. You want to check out, you know, what we're going to be doing. A many versus many, not a big fan of those. A one versus many gives us the most reward here. That's generally, by the way, the reason why I will mostly do one versus manys, because the reward is just so much better. And if you're capable of doing it, then obviously that's good. As you can see here, however, if I were to do this elite fight, the reward is very low. However, you do get spoils to the victor, but, and this is a pretty big caveat here, spoils to the victor is only good if you find something really amazing on the ground and you can pick it up and take it with you. And I feel like it's not good enough. I feel like it's not good enough because someone actually asked me very recently in the comments to play different game modes, right? To try different game modes. And I thought to myself, yeah, that's actually fine. I'm happy to do that. However, many versus many is self-explanatory. You've kind of seen that kind of thing before. I've done a one versus one. I haven't done a pit fight because mostly pit fights are kind of dangerous. I find them to be dangerous, and if I want to do well in the game and actually try to get as far as possible, it's going to be relatively difficult to make that work. However, one versus many, as you know, is very tense. I personally like one versus manys quite a lot because it does provide you with the most reward. And this elite fight right here, 2 bosses. I have to fight 2 bosses and a random other person. I have no idea how these elite fights actually go, but don't worry, I will be doing an elite fight at some point in the future, but for now I'm going to be just doing this one versus many. I'm not going to be training for this one either because I want to have as much stamina as possible, and it's going to be a little bit I wouldn't say difficult, but it's going to be a little bit tricky. So we're going to have to see what actually happens here, because if they get some good hits on me, I'm going to be in trouble. Because my armor is, I mean, you know, as you know, my armor is not very good, so I do need to be a little bit careful on that. Okay, so let's have a look-see here. Yeah, these guys are actually not even too bad. He lost his shield already. Ooh, that was a close one. All right. That was a real close one. I was actually super worried there because I actually lagged. There was a big spike. I actually should realize that that happens. Almost every single time I load up the game, there is always a big spike whenever I get hit for the first time in a battle. I don't know why that happens, but that always happens to me. And that actually made me get thrown off completely. But thankfully, we were able to pull off something really quite amazing there. Anyway, so 2,000 gold to the next character. Sounds pretty good to me. I must rest and recover. Yeah, okay, yeah, we can't place bets or anything, but that's absolutely fine. And as you can see, look at my money right now. Look at my money and look at my fame. We're doing really, really nicely here. This is some, this is a pretty nice piece of armor here, so we're just going to be doing that. Gonna sell this. And now this weapon is insane, as you can quite clearly tell. It's really, really good, but it's massive. It's a massive two-handed. It is literally going to be... I don't know how effective that's going to be, to be honest. Because if you think about using this, as soon as I think about using it, I just think, how effective is this going to be in comparison to its stamina usage, you know? Because that's one thing you've got to think about, stamina usage. Because if you use this, swing once... how fast is it going to take your stamina to come back? That's one of the things that I'm always extremely paranoid about. So we're just going to re-roll it. Okay, here we go. We got some decent-ish armor here. This is pretty nice, actually. Pretty nice leg armor, but I'm thinking we're going to go for the chest piece. This gives me 43%. I think that's kind of decent, so we'll do that. Gonna sell both of these things. And we have 10,000 remaining. Obviously, I'm going to have to do something about my HP. So obviously I'm unable to upgrade the Schola or anything like that, but that's fine. We can just, you know, obviously heal ourselves relatively nicely here. And then, and this is the thing we have to do here, we just have to actually, yeah, we have to kill 80 aspirants. And aspirants, I actually don't even know, I don't think we've killed any of them yet. Have we? I actually don't even know what that means. What does 80 aspirants actually mean? Because as far as I'm aware, every single one of these is an aspirant, but that is, I don't think, the case. I think that is a certain level of enemy that we're going to be facing. So, yeah, anyway, I'd like to get a new helmet, if at all possible, and I'd like to get new armor for our left arm. Don't know whether that's going to happen, but let's try and see whether I can make it work. This is a better chest piece across the board. But it is extremely expensive in comparison to the other things, so I won't be doing anything with that, unfortunately. It would have been nice. Ah, here we go. Right arm. Ugh. Kind of annoying that we, yeah, okay, fine. Right arm, I'm gonna do it. Just because it gives me more fame multiplier, and that's kind of what I'm looking for, right? Ah, perfect. Look at this. Absolutely perfect. Oh yeah, both of these are absolutely perfect for us. Gonna go for the thing that is slightly more protective. There we go. Can sell this. And there's another chest piece there, but that's not something that I'm really interested in. Okay, yeah, so that's absolutely fine. Okay, yeah, we can basically just continue onward now. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, so wild card. Okay, so basically wild cards are just like random things that happen. Random things that happen. What a great description. No, I'm mostly talking about the fact that a wild card can be anything, right? So it can be a many versus many, it can be a one versus many, it can be a one versus one, it can be anything. As far as I'm aware, at least. And then you, of course, have survival. And survival is, in my opinion, the most interesting. I think tournament is actually really fun as well. We've done tournament too. So we have had quite a few varieties of fights. I'm not entirely sure what that comment was about actually, but yeah, anyway, we have had quite a few varieties of fights because I've gone into survival. I've gone into, I think we actually had we had a free-for-all, I think, didn't we? We had a free-for-all or something like that. Yeah, anyway, I'm actually going to be doing the survival. This is not a good idea, by the way. This is not a good idea, and I'd highly recommend against doing that, but I'm going to do it. And I'm actually thinking right now that my stamina, look at my stamina regen. This is exactly the reason why you have to be super, super careful about what kind of things you're going to be equipping, because your stamina is just going to take a nosedive. And that's exactly what's happened here. So I am very worried about this, actually. Okay. Let's do it. Okay, I can't win within 1 minute, of course. That's never going to happen. However, all aspirants have half health. So this should be doable, but difficult. Okay, so I don't know whether we're going to be able to do it. Who knows? But yeah, I just have to be very careful about my stamina management. That is an extremely important part of playing this game, by the way. I don't know whether you know that already, but yeah, if you don't, then stamina management, very important. Make sure that you never run out of stamina. I always run out of stamina because I'm not very good sometimes, but yeah, anyway, let's try and do some damage. Nice block. Not a nice block, of course. Oh, that was it? Whew. Okay, nice. I don't really have any comments on that, to be honest, but I mean, you saw it. You saw it with your own eyes, right? But yeah, basically that was very tense. I didn't like it when those flail guys came out because I'm probably the most scared of the flail because that's extremely difficult to block, but we were able to do it. That was crazy. That was absolutely crazy. I probably shouldn't have done that, all things considered, but I did it. So there you go. I'm gonna go for fame, I guess. I don't really like shield skill. Alright, I'd like more options in the shop after every match. Let's do it. There we go. Alright, so the one thing that we have to take note of now is that our sword is slightly getting a little bit damaged. So we're going to have to stop using that and we're going to have to use something different. So what do we want to do? Well, I want to use another one-handed sword, if at all possible. So I'm going to re-roll a little bit, and maybe we can try and find something that is also one-handed. Oh! Okay, so this is obviously a flail, but I'm not a big fan of this one. I think I like the other flails more, because this one is actually a I actually don't know. I actually don't know. It's been a while since I've actually used a flail, so, well, excuse me, I don't actually know whether this one is any good. Anyway, this is a pretty good helmet. So, I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to lock this. Can I lock this right here? Is this... wait a minute. How do I lock items? Ah, there we go. There it is. Okay, so, yeah, otherwise, we're just going to reroll. And I'm going to see, is there anything else that I can... Yes, here we go. Absolutely perfect. Okay, this is literally the exact same weapon. That is so funny. Okay, so I literally just bought the exact... Now that's funny. That is so funny. All right. So otherwise, I think I should be absolutely fine to just probably purchase this, but I should probably take care of my other needs first, like getting my HP up and... Let me have a look at this. Ah, tournament. Tournament's pretty fun. Okay, we'll do the tournament, I think. We'll do the tournament. I actually quite like tournaments, so why not? There's a many versus one there. I'm not a big fan of the many versus one. Okay, so yeah, we'll do the tournament. I don't think I'm actually going to be getting anything really, really amazing here. But yeah, basically, tournaments are... I think tournaments are pretty fun. So we're going to train a little bit here on this one as well. And yeah, we're obviously going to try... I don't know whether I should try to do... 5. Sure, why not? Why not? Okay, we'll do that. I don't know whether I have no idea. This is probably the furthest I've gotten, by the way, in the game. In this particular iteration of the game, that is, because in the previous, I'd highly recommend, by the way, if you haven't already checked this out, you should probably check out Season 1. It's called S1 playlist in the description. I'd highly recommend checking that because that will actually provide you with a really nice overview of the game from a person that has never played the game before, which is me, obviously, going through the trials and tribulations of getting better at it, and better at it, and better at it, all the way through until the very end, where I actually achieve the almost impossible of getting 10 million or 100 million, or what was it, 10 million points? I think it's 10 million points. It's not even impossible to do, it just takes a long time. But yeah. 10 million points and getting the Ascended rank, which was pretty harsh at the time. But yeah, I'd highly recommend checking out that series because it's very, in my opinion at least, it's very enjoyable. I thought it was it's very fun to, it was very fun for me to record it, and maybe it's fun for you to, you know, experience it. And then you don't have to wait for episodes of this one either. And you know, obviously it's not on the new update or anything like that, which is obviously a little bit unfortunate, but it is going to provide you with a nice, as I say, overview of, you know, what everything is all about. And is this a guy that I have to kill? I have no idea who I have to kill in this particular level. I for some reason have difficulties with that. That's maybe the reason why I also don't really appreciate team-based combat, because unless I can easily tell who's who, I'm gonna have a hard time actually knowing who to attack. Go. Yep, he's out of there. He's out of there. Very nice indeed. Okay. Are we red? We're red, right? So this is an enemy. Okay, here we go. Come on, take him down. Take him down, sir. Yes, thank you very much. Oh, my people are actually doing pretty nicely, actually, all things considered. I need to attack his arms. He has no armor on his arms, so should be nice and easy. He's out of there. Okay. that was nice. Okay, wait a minute. Is this guy actually on our side? I can't even tell sometimes. Is this an enemy? Yeah, that's an enemy right there. Okay, let's take him down. Oh, never mind. He's dead. Is this guy an enemy too? Or is this guy an enemy? No, this guy's an enemy. Okay. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. I just can't tell who is an enemy and who's not, because sometimes their armor and the colors of their armor are very somewhat difficult to see. Whoa, this guy literally just almost murdered me in no time at all. That's hilarious. No. Nice block right there. Nice. Okay, perfect. Okay, round 1 victory. Now, obviously we are going to get some HP back, aren't we? Yeah, we're going to be healed by 25 HP. So we're not healed for full HP or anything like that. So it's a good idea to try and be as conservative with your actions as possible, because you don't want to get absolutely murdered really early on in the rounds. How the hell? How did this guy do so much damage to me? This is what I'm talking about with spears. No offense right now, but spears are the worst weapon in this entire game. I do not like enemies with spears. Let's just say that, because they are just so damaging. They could do so much damage without even really without even seeming like it. You know what I mean? They just come out of nowhere and just do massive damage. But that's just my opinion on it, obviously. Okay, we got him, okay. Not too bad, not too bad. Okay, now another spear-wielding guy. It's actually not spear, it's just a polearm, but, you know, a polearm that actually is probably one of the most powerful weapons. Oh, he threw it! And then he picked up a flail. That's hilarious. Okay. He's dead, though. Okay, I've got to be careful about this guy. The flails are... Oh, the flails are so dangerous. I need to be so careful. The flails are so dangerous because they literally can just flail around, like, you know, as the name might suggest, and they're gonna hit you. And it's so funny, you know what I mean? It's just literally like, wow, okay, this guy just hit me from behind just because his flail managed to, you know, swing around and do that damage. That can happen. Okay, we've got to be careful about this guy. There we go. I was just going for his legs. Most of the time, or trying to get his unarmored sections, and that was it. There you go. Whew. That was a bit of a close one, actually. That was a bit of a close one. Okay, so we were able to do it. Very nicely done. And let me see. Is there actually anything else that we can do here? Yeah. Well, maybe we can. I'm not sure if I actually. Oh, did I not do the thing that I needed to do before we went in there? Oh, wow. They literally destroyed... Yep, as you can see. They literally destroyed one of my arm pieces. And I did not use the blacksmith. That's the thing that I forgot to do. Aha. Good point. Good point. Okay, so yes. What we need to do now... And this is pretty important... is we very badly need to get... some left arm armor. Yeah, left arm armor is going to be extremely important for us right now. So let's see if I can get something. Okay, this is right arm armor, and this would be amazing, but it's 38,000, which I currently, of course, do not have. This helmet is very, very nice, but it does provide you with a significant fame deficit, which obviously is not going to work. But you can see here that it does provide you with insane armor, which is obviously very good, but I'm not looking for the fame multiplier right now. I'm looking for something a little bit more on the sort of medium side of things. Maybe this one? It's not good enough from my perspective. Because wow, some of these godly weapons have become so much better, because the godly weapons beforehand were not as good as some of the masterwork weapons, but they've actually done some really, really good work on these, and they've made them so much better. They're very, very powerful now, which is very cool, and I can't wait to use some of them, if we can. There's the cast iron helm again. I kind of feel like maybe I should just get it. I don't know. Let's just see if I get a little bit lucky. Yeah, there's another flail right there. I don't even know whether I should use the flail, to be honest, because the flails are amazing, or at least they should be still kind of cool, but I haven't used one in quite some time, so I'm then thinking to myself, well, if I completely suck with it, then I'm just going to die, so I don't really want to do that. Yeah, we don't need any weapons. I need left arm armor. This is left arm armor, and this would be fantastic, but I don't have enough money for it, so obviously that's not going to work. Actually, you know what? We have the possibility of getting it, okay? We have the possibility of getting it. So what we're going to do, just going to spend the money that I need to spend, and then what we're going to do is we are going to trade our fame, okay? We're going to trade fame. So as you can see, let's see. We're going to trade... I don't know how much I need to trade to actually make this worth it. I'm going to trade 16,000. That's going to give me 3... Is that 3,000? Really? I traded 16,000 for 3,000? Oh, come on. That is not even enough. Are you joking? Wow, they must have really screwed me over with the... because obviously you're going to expect, look at that, you expect 175 to 350 gold per 1,000 fame spent. And I think that's pretty low what I just got, because if I spend 10,000, I expect 3,500, and I got 3,500, and I spent 16,000, which should have been more than enough, right? Okay, well, I can hold it, I guess. I can hold it over until the next round is over, I guess. I guess, right? Maybe it can be held. I guess so. Yeah, why not? Okay, I'm just gonna hold this here. And I guess we're just gonna go straight on in, and we're just gonna see what happens. I'm very worried about this, actually. 1 versus many, no, I can't do that. Even though I am so tempted, no. This is gonna kill me. I'm pretty sure that would kill me. A pit fight is not something I'm very much looking forward to, because the reward is just not worth... Oh, wow. Okay, I'm gonna do the Shrouded then. I'm gonna do the Shrouded. That is what we're gonna do. So... First of all, I'm just going to heal myself back up to full, because we're not obviously going to be purchasing anything right now, and I'm going to get some money for the victory anyway, if I win, that is. And do I need to... No, I don't need to bet anything, and we're just going to do Shrouded. I have no idea what the Shrouded is, by the way. Could be anything. And, well, hopefully it's not going to be something too harsh. Okay, what is it? Well, it's not a many versus many. It could be a 1 versus many, which I would not be very pleased about actually right now. I was kind of hoping for a 1 versus 1, or maybe just something a little bit less. Is it a 1 versus 1? It's a 1 versus 1. Oh, I'm so pleased. Okay, but this guy is probably really, really hard, right? Okay. Well, that's kind of weird. That's kind of weird. It took me 18 seconds to kill this guy. And I think he was actually pretty high level, because the reward for this was pretty good. So there you go. Alright, okay. I guess that just puts pay to that, doesn't it? Okay, so at least now we've gotten all that wonderful stuff, and we can pay for repairs on our helmet here, even though I didn't actually get hit. But yeah, now this is fully repaired, which is wonderful. And we now have the ability to actually purchase this. And now we have some other braces, which I think are probably going to be better for me. But this masterwork piece right here is absolutely insane. And I'm probably just going to be buying it just for the fact that it is just so good. And it's going to help me a great deal, because this is basically what you want to try to do is you want to try to, with your armor choices, you want to try to cover your weak points as much as possible. And I personally think I'm not going to be very good at blocking in that direction or parrying in that direction. And so you know, taking that into account, it's a good idea to try and get something that covers that section. So that's the reason why I've gone for that. Otherwise, I'm thinking we're probably going to be doing some training. There's a grand tournament. What does the grand tournament mean? What does that mean? 4 teams. I have no idea. But there's a grand tournament, and there's also an entourage situation currently available here, which could be fun. Let me see. It's a many versus many. No, not a many versus many. I'm not a big fan of that. There's entourage on this one. This could be really good. I mean, you can see from the reward that this is obviously the one that I should go for. I don't know. Maybe we'll try out the grand tournament or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.